Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back to another video and welcome to Jonathan Dickinson State Park. This is about an hour north of where I live and you're probably looking around wondering why I chose to film a video here today and photograph this place because it's all burnt out. And as you can see, there's some still some hot pockets behind me there, still burning. There's a few that I've seen so far. The reason is because exactly 1 week ago, my mom and I came up here and we walked around for about an hour or so. And I thought, well, I'm going to come back because I wasn't really prepared for landscape photography that day. So yeah, it's a week later and I came back and well, a week ago this was green and lush and absolutely beautiful, wildflowers everywhere. And now as you can see, it's charred remains. They did a prescribed burn to get rid of all the invasive species. It looks like it's still green though, a little farther down the trail. So I'm going to head on and see what I can find. I'm going to even take some pictures of this, kind of document this. Just because it's fresh, it's interesting. You can actually even still smell it. Obviously, it's still burning. So, all right, we'll see you down the trail.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
Okay, so this will give you a pretty good idea of where they stopped the prescribed burn. Basically, they burned all the way up to the edge of this trail, stopped it here, and then everything on the right-hand side is basically how I saw it about a week ago. It's green, it's lush, there's wildflowers, there's tall Florida pines, there's wildlife in there. I've seen a lot of insects flying around, some birds, but nothing really on this side. So I did take some photos of the burned area, so I'm gonna put those up on the screen for you right now. All right, so I found a spot to get these tall Florida pines. Now, the biggest problem with these, like I said, they're so tall, 75 to 100 feet tall, some of them, that they're too close to you, you cut them off midway. It just kind of looks weird. So I had to come out here off the trail a little bit and find like a little clearing. I don't have any wildflowers in front of me, but that's okay. I have these cool, I'm not even sure what they are. They look like yucca plants to me, but you find them all over the Florida scrub here. So yeah, so these trees probably 50 to 60 feet behind me. So at 16, 17 millimeters, I should be able to get the whole scene in, including these foreground plants. I'm probably going to focus stack this so I can get everything sharp here in the foreground, plus all the way to the back. We're supposed to actually have more cloud cover today. Supposed to be some big rainstorms moving in later today. It's supposed to be just kind of mostly cloudy this morning, but as you can see, it's not. So yeah, photographing in harsh conditions here. It's all right, we can make this work. It's just great to be out.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay.
All right, so I found a nice meadow of wildflowers here. just beautiful yellows and a couple of purples mixed in there. And found some Florida pines that aren't quite as tall. They look quite a bit younger, so they may be 30 or 40 feet. So fitting this into the frame is not going to be as hard as the previous photo that I showed you. But just to be sure, I got down low. Also, I want to really emphasize these wildflowers. But even though I'm going to fit the whole thing in the frame, I think I'm going to focus stack it anyway. That way the flowers are sharp and the trees are sharp. Probably a 3-shot focus stack. The ones you saw before were 5. But yeah, really nice scene. And wow, it's hot. It's probably about 11 o'clock now. It's about 86 degrees, but with the humidity, it's getting close to 100, probably about 97 or 98. And I think after this, I'm not too far from the car, so I'm gonna have to circle back and really down some water before I set on. So yeah, let me get this shot, and I'll put this up on the screen for you now. So I was headed back to the car at this point because I had run out of water. On top of feeling sick, my head was absolutely pounding and I couldn't think straight. In fact, I took a wrong turn right here and ended up walking about 10 minutes out of my way. I stopped filming at this point on the trail. I still had about a mile to go, and all I could think about was calling 911 or the park ranger. I probably should have, but I didn't, and I pressed on, and luckily I made it back to the car. Oh my God, feels so good. Oh, that feels so good. I drank all my water out there on the trail and still had about a mile to go. And it is just so hot right now and humid. I'm just zapped. I'm starting to feel sick from the heat and humidity. I've been drinking tons of water for the last few days because I knew I was going to come here today. But that's really no excuse for not hydrating every single day. So at that point, I just had to stop the video. I was feeling more and more sick despite putting water on myself, trying to cool myself down. That wasn't working. So I thought I'd get in the car, turn on the air conditioning full blast against my now wet skin. I thought that would help, and it really didn't. I sat there for about 30 minutes. My skin was like so hot to the touch. My head was pounding. My eyes felt like they were throbbing out of my head. I was nauseous, felt like I was going to throw up. So I decided to sit there for about 30 minutes and see if I could cool down, and I really didn't. And after about 30 minutes, honestly, I got a little bit scared, so I called my wife. Problem was, she was about an hour away, so she wasn't really much help to me at the time, unfortunately. And we decided just to sit there a little bit longer, see how I felt. And at one point, I started to feel a little bit better, so I drove down the road, still in the state park, about 2 miles, and I just wasn't feeling better, so I pulled over. I realized my feet were on fire, so I took off my shoes and my socks, and I generally drive without my shoes anyway, so that actually felt really good to get some cold air on my feet. And sat there for probably another 15 or 20 minutes, still trying to cool down, and eventually I started to feel a little bit better. But you know, when I look at all the symptoms I had all the classic symptoms of heat exhaustion and or heat stroke, probably a little bit of both. And I tell you what, that drive back home was the longest hour drive of my life. You know, it's 3 days later, and I'm still, you know, I'm starting to feel better, but I still feel a little run down, definitely feel dehydrated, and I'm just drinking tons of water, electrolytes, and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I'm getting there. But why, you know, I keep asking myself, why am I making this video? And honestly, when I first looked back at it, I thought there's no way I'm going to release this, just because it's a bit embarrassing. I know the risks, and I kind of ignored those risks to get out, take some pictures, and to make a video. And yeah, I'm a bit embarrassed by that, but I thought maybe I should, release this if it helps somebody, remember to take the safety precautions, because landscape photography inherently is dangerous, whether you're down by the ocean, with surf conditions, or, hiking in the mountains with wild animals, hiking alone, or standing on a cliff in England somewhere with a couple 100-foot drop. So yeah, if this helps somebody remember to take those safety precautions, I'll take the embarrassment. So yeah, I am starting to feel better. Hopefully here in the next couple days I'm back to 100%. I don't want anybody out there worrying about me. Like I said, what we do can be inherently dangerous, and that's including like street photography. You're walking around an urban center with thousands of dollars worth of equipment. So let's just be careful out there. I certainly will. I'm going to take my own advice from this point on. I know it's easy to give advice. Sometimes we don't always take our advice though, and we definitely should. I did actually get some good photos on that day, so you've seen some already. I'm gonna put a couple more up here at the end. Yeah, I would definitely like to return to that location under better weather circumstances, see what else I can get from that park. All right, everybody, hope you're doing good. Please be safe out there. Please don't be an idiot like me. And hope you're doing well out there, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.
I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, cause I found my way.